Let's do it. I want to start before his ass walks in.
Welcome back, everybody, to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Hess.
Oh, where's Nick?
Oh, old Nicky Poo's not around.
Yeah, he's in the living room playing Call of Duty. He's late to the podcast, so...
Sucking on some titties.
A little honk for Nick. He's not in here.
He'll get there.
He's going to walk in here any minute and be like, what the fuck
I was going to say,
doing?
what if he just, zones out and, just, we do the entire fucking podcast without him?
I would actually really love that.
I would be pissed because we could be playing.
Yeah, that's true. We could be playing Call of Duty. Why is he so special?
The funny thing is I was texting him this morning, and I was like, I was going to say, hey, we should skip the pod today so we can play Warzone and maybe record, and then we'll do the pod tomorrow. But then, he was already like, oh, do you have theories? And I'm like, I'm like, oh, well. I'm like, fuck it, we'll just do the fucking podcast.
I figure we'll record that eventually, but I'm pretty excited to try that.
Yeah.
But all right, so today we got Westworld Season 2, Episode 10, The Passenger, and theories for Season 3. You got theories for Season 3?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
There's a little bit. I have a couple. It's more like questions for you guys, and then one theory. But for the most part,
okay.
I just got questions. But depending on your guys' answers, it could lead to some theories.
Okay. I looked some up on Reddit just to kind of see what was out there.
Yeah, I was doing the same.
I really haven't looked at too much, so I looked a couple up, and there's one of them I'll have to look it up when we get there. But man, it's a while. But it's just weird. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I feel like when I was on there, it seemed like there was nothing at all, and then the most bonkers theories that I was like, how the fuck did you come up with this? Yeah,
and they were calling the Dolores Hale Haloris.
Yeah, I was watching the behind the scenes on the DVD last night, and Charlotte Hill, the actress, I can't think of her name, she kept calling it that, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I just kept calling it Dolores Hale in my notes.
Yeah. Well, on Reddit, like I said, when I was bouncing around, they kept referring to them as Haloris.
Haloris.
Like, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds
Dolores
weird.
Hale.
Oh, look who decided to show up to the podcast.
Well, hot diggity dog, Nickelodeon. Oh, welcome aboard!
All right, so since Nick's here now, we can go to the episode. Dolores' fidelity test with Bernard is finally coming to an end now, and Bernard is close to after their whole conversation, she's telling him all that, hey, I remembered you and all this stuff. We kind of already knew that, but she's telling him all that. And then we see Bernard's getting close to the Valley Beyond. I like that scene. He pulls up with his car, little future car, and you see all the mountains and all that.
That place is cool.
Yeah, it was.
I wonder where they filmed all that stuff.
I thought I read something like Utah or something, but I could be completely wrong.
Because I know from a lot of the show, they filmed some stuff in Utah, some stuff in Arizona, some stuff in New Mexico. Westworld's all over the map, apparently.
Yeah.
I wonder for this one. Because I know while they filmed this, they did do their Super Bowl ad they did, which was, I don't know, fucking 3 Super Bowls ago now, because they took some 8 years to make the show.
What was on their Super Bowl ad? I don't remember it.
I don't remember either.
It was just a trailer, and then the final shot was it was Dolores, the Man in Black, and I think Bernard, and a helicopter shot over their heads. And then just said Westworld, but for the most part, it was just a trailer, I believe.
I watched the extra features, and they're like, "Oh, it's like a biblical place." And then I'm like, "Okay, so where is it?"
That guy said that 700 fucking times.
It's
so biblical. It's references to biblical. It's biblical. This biblical. I was like, oh my god, just get on with what you want to say.
It's a biblical place. It's like biblical proportions, and the scene is biblical.
But it doesn't look like any place they've been before. I think that was
except for in the beginning of the show, because you can kind of see bits of it, but it's full of water.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look as pretty then when there's water filled with it.
I don't think it's the same place in reality, though. It just looks like it.
Oh, you don't think? Oh, I guess that'd probably be hard.
I don't think they really filled it with water.
You don't think so? They don't think they actually have the stuff where the water can come through the ground like that?
I don't think so.
God damn it.
I don't know what you think their fucking budget is.
You just ruined Jerome's day.
I can't even. No, actually, I'm done with this. I'm not watching season 3 now.
It might be easier. We got Ozark coming. It's going to get rough.
What are we going to watch next, then?
We're just going to sit and talk about... we're never going to talk about TV shows here again now because Nick blew my mind with Westworld.
That blew your mind. Wow.
But so after that, we see Dolores. She's sleeping next to a dead teddy, which is very creepy to me.
You never had a teddy bear?
But it wasn't dead.
It wasn't alive.
It was never living, so it wasn't dead.
Was he ever living?
Oh, shit, if you watch... blew my mind again.
If you watch movies, teddy bears are alive in some of them.
In Ted.
In Ted. Well, yeah. and the new Child's Play. There's some weird
What's that Seth Rogen animated movie? Are there teddy bears alive in there?
Sausage
all
party?
food.
No, I think that was just
That's all-
food.
I don't. Yeah, there
Yeah,
was
it's all food.
Gummy bears.
But I mean, like,
Do they count?
like Disney movies and shit, like. the
I guess in
little people are-
Toy Story there is living teddy bears. All right,
Isn't
there-
that a
Yeah.
cartoon also?
all right, fuck you both. There's
Yeah.
live teddy bears. I get it now. You know, I saw a TikTok and I was like, wow, this is fucked
I've
up.
seen a couple TikToks.
You know, maybe you should just go back out there and play Call of Duty. But the guy was saying in Toy Story, in that universe, if one of the toys dies, they have to see Andy or whatever kid play with the dead corpse for the rest of their life. And I was like, holy shit, that's pretty fucked up to think about.
Yeah, people
But
are fucking weird.
But like if Buzz Lightyear dies, Andy doesn't know he's dead, so he will keep playing with him.
Well, I didn't know he was dead either.
Well, he's not. I'm saying if he died, I don't know.
Oh.
Not dead.
He could have died in 4. I don't know. I never saw it.
I haven't seen 4 yet either.
Can they die?
I think so. I think someone dies in
Yeah,
4, and
fucking-
everybody was crying about it.
Yeah, the little dickwad neighbor fucking boy blows him up.
That's true. Yeah.
But then there was nothing to play with.
Say it was a situation like how you used to do when we were little. You'd line them all up and you'd shoot them with BB guns. I'd still play with them after that. So if they were living, like one's got his arm blown off and he probably bled out, and then I'm still playing with it.
Yeah, so you carry that guilt around.
Yeah.
Fucking toys.
But fine. I didn't think you were gonna get this into it, pal. And then she rides off and finds the man in black digging in his arm, and she puts a bad bullet in his gun. He better watch out for that.
That was good timing on her part.
Yeah. And then she says that she found Emily's body a couple miles back. Now I may be at the risk of sounding real stupid here.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
at this
I
point,
didn't realize until this rewatch that Emily was dead.
All right, yeah, that was a good risk.
Because the stuff at the
He
end
shot her.
But the stuff at the end of the episode, I always just thought that was normal Emily. I never watched the afterwards stuff after that because I was like, it doesn't matter. We were done with 3-tone Pleeka and all that shit. I was like, we'll get into that with season 3 like we are now. I didn't know she was dead. That surprised me and kind of hurt my feelings.
I don't think we ever looked into it, but we were pretty sure that the other Emily was a host.
See, I don't remember ever thinking that.
I thought that's what we thought.
And she is
Was
a
it?
host, so you guys are right. But I didn't remember
But
ever thinking that.
I think we thought, but we weren't sure if that was his real daughter.
Oh, maybe
But we were also all over the fucking place.
But we also were a little spot on with some stuff, though. Some stuff.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I look at you and I can't tell if you're actually looking at me, and I wonder if you're a host or not. It looks like you're kind of like looking beside
I
me.
was looking a little at Steve-O that time.
You look at Steve-O sometimes instead of looking at me?
Yeah, well, there's 8 of them behind you.
That's true. Akichita is leading all the hosts. Akichita, or as Hess calls him, Kick Push, is leading all the hosts to the Valley Beyond, and Delos with
Push.
Angela is right behind him, and she's like,
You think Angela's role is going to be in season 3?
nothing, she's dead. I don't think she's in season
Why'd
3.
you say Angela?
That's her name. Oh, it's not. I wrote down Angela, didn't I? I did write down Angela. It's Clementine.
Yeah, she died last episode.
Yeah, I forgot. She blew Hess.
She's in the new. I saw like shit on Facebook or Twitter with her in it today.
No, you didn't.
With Angela or Clementine?
Clementine.
It's Clementine.
Was it those posters?
But he
though?
was
'Cause
calling her
those-
Angela.
Yeah.
Those are just from the premiere, though. They have one with Jonathan Nolan and Lisa
okay.
Joy, too.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, I guess she's in it.
No, I thought the same thing as you, and then I saw all the other ones, and I was like, oh, this is just from the premiere. I looked on Reddit to see if there's any spoilers from the premiere, anybody giving any hints, and I couldn't find anything.
Oh, really?
I was hoping there'd be like, oh, wait till the end of the episode for like something, but no one spoke a word about it. It's not like Star Wars or something where people actually like.
It'd be
spoil
weird
shit.
to invite her to the premiere and then, all right.
Well, I think
Sure.
they probably invite like Jimmy Simpson and shit to the premiere, and he's probably not in it.
I don't think they did invite him to the premiere. Did you see a picture of him there?
No, but I didn't look at all of them.
Why not? You do a fucking podcast about Westworld.
It's just posters. They're standing next to 3, and what's there to analyze about that?
If Jimmy Simpson's there?
All right, Jesus fucking Christ.
Because you know he's not in season 3?
He might be.
No, but a lot of people,
Oh, no.
they've said yes or no, and they haven't said yes or no
Yeah.
on her or Angela.
We'll get. I have a screenshot, and it has all the names of the episodes, and it says certain characters in season 3, and we'll get into how I'm questioning about that.
Sizemore?
Yeah, cool. So we're gonna get into it, and you spoil it.
Well, because we know he died.
Yeah, and I said he died, and then I called myself an idiot for YouTube because I was like, oh, I said he's in season 3. He can't die. And then you guys like, yeah, fucking idiot. Look who died.
He's a host.
Maeve wakes up all the hosts in her room. They kill the guy working on her, and then they fix her. And after that, Hector and the gang show up to find Sizemore and leave him behind. And then they go for Maeve, but she doesn't need them because she has bowls. And then, and they knock down Bull, and he falls down.
Oh, bulls!
I said Bulls. Wait, I meant like bowls, like full of teriyaki and shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
No, why you watched the episode, didn't you? Did she walk out when Hector shows up? Did she walk out with bowls of teriyaki chicken?
No, but I was very confused and I didn't understand.
Context clues, motherfucker.
I don't remember her like juggling or anything, and she's got like bowls. So
Bowls.
Do you listen when I talk?
I like it. We're all done with the conversation. Bowls.
What are you looking up? You looking at my dick pics on Twitter?
No, I was looking up IMDb, the third season or episode 1. I was just looking at who was in it because there's like a bunch of
anybody in particular that's like special or no?
Jimmy Simpson.
I figured the first episode was going to be a majority about Aaron Paul.
Well, isn't Jimmy Simpson?
Caleb.
Didn't Jimmy Simpson say he's not in season 3?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Elsie said that she wasn't in season 2 for a bit. Whoever the actress was, so everybody lies. Although she won't be in season 3. Although if Sizemore is, I guess she could be too.
Yeah, they both did the same thing.
Dolores and the Man in Black are running to the Valley Beyond. I really like that scene. They kind of see all the hosts in the background writing. And he's like, do they even know where they're heading to?
More than he does.
And she's kind of yelling at him and shit. But I enjoyed them together because it's similar to the William and Dolores scenes from season 1, but there's a little more to it because they're kind of enemies now.
I don't really like Man in Black's ending.
I do, only because like it leads to questions in the future and stuff, and you're like, oh, what's going on with him?
I just don't like how he...
To me, I like the mystery about him.
I guess I needed to see like 6 more seasons of him like killing people before I'm like, all right, now
I think you're still going to see a lot of that because I think he's going to be redoing all this shit in season 3. So I think you'll still see a lot more of him doing all that early day shit too.
Maybe.
I can't talk. The Delos soldiers, not the Dolores soldiers. Delos soldiers come for Bernard, but Dolores and the Man in Black save him, and then we get the reveal that of the Dolores is making Bernard and all that scene.
Yeah.
The Man in Black thinks it's Arnold because he's kind of stupid.
And he's never seen either one of them.
Yeah, hasn't ever been to like inside. I mean, he runs the park.
Why would he go inside? It's just a game to him.
But he doesn't know who works. He
didn't even want people to talk to him.
I'm sure he knows who Stubbs is, and he doesn't know who Bernard is.
He doesn't even want people to come up and say hi. You think he's going to fucking go into the fucking...
I'm just saying it's a little weird. He doesn't know all the... He knows Charlotte Hale. He knows Ford.
Well,
probably knows Stubbs. He knows Charlotte... I already said that. He knows Teresa, I mean.
Flipping me off.
So why doesn't he know Bernard?
Because Bernard never went outside to play. And they probably kept him from him on purpose.
Maybe. Oh, that might be true. That
Not
part,
Maeve. He knows
part,
Maeve.
that part... What?
Oh, they said Maeve. Make me start 5 minutes early. I'm gonna fuck with you.
I'm gonna fuck you.
Maybe.
Maybe what?
Maybe, baby.
Maybe. So after all that, they argue for a bit. Is that Arnold? No, it's not Arnold. Why don't you know Arnold? They had the same conversation we just did.
Kinda.
And then the Man in Black goes to shoot Dolores. He hits her once, hits her twice, 3 times the lady. Boom, his hand's gone.
Yeah, he's like, boom, boom, boom. All right, I'm gonna have to shoot you in the head.
Go boom, boom.
So she knew he was going to shoot her that many times and then aim for her head. That's pretty good. She really knows mankind.
And I'll bring up here because I don't know.
She didn't even read the books yet.
Oh, no, I did write it down later. Okay, we'll get into it for the end credit scene. But I remember at first when that happened, it's from then to the rest of the episode, and they're not really showing what's going on with him. I was getting a little pissed. I was like, oh, is this really just how they're going to end his storyline? It's all these mysteries forever. Nick is right. This is stupid and not fucking going anywhere. But then the end credit scene and the Bowie scene in season 3 kind of redeems it. Don't fucking get testy with Westworld shit. You always do that, and then you love it. You can't have it both ways.
I'm just saying I don't like the Man in Black story.
And then you go, oh, that was good.
It's like that. It's like that.
Nobody does that.
That's you. Every time you're like, I don't know about this. Oh, that mad episode, man. Oh, my God.
No one talks like that.
You do all the time. My name's Nick, and I really like this shit, dog.
Nobody says their name when they talk.
Doesn't he? Every time he talks, doesn't he go, I'm Nick, and what I think about Dolores is...
It's not like I'm fucking doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Every time he talks.
Mm-hmm. Where was I with all this? You said,
I'm Nick.
Hey, I'm John. Let me pull this butt plug out of my ass.
A little poop on you.
I really thought you pulled something out of you.
You did.
I'm that good.
Don't let him fool you.
So after this, Bernard and Dolores enter the little bunker, and he flashes back to the future. Now, this is where it's going to get confusing. I'm going to keep going back to the future and back to the past because it's constantly flickering.
What about Back to the Future 2?
Where we're going, we don't need
Electric
roads.
Boogaloo.
Down. So Bernard enters the forge now with Strand and Hale / Dolores, because we know it's Dolores. You were fucking questioning me, and I told you that was Dolores, you little piece of shit.
Yeah, but so
no.
I got a question, ass
It's
fucker.
all Dolores in the future. Ever since he wakes up from the beach and meets her, that's Dolores. Because everything else happened in the past.
That said it was season 2, episode 7.
Yeah, not everything in the future.
Yes, all in the future, because that's all the past. With the Man in Black and them, they meet there. They get to.
I know that
they get to the forge with him and Dolores. He kills Dolores right then. After that, and then after that, and then because Strand's team's not even there yet.
Who?
So ever since Carl Strand's team is there, that Charlotte Hill the entire time is Dolores.
I liked how in the extras. What Hale's real name?
Me and Hess were already talking about this, and I forgot her name. I just called her
Dolores.
Dolores. That's what they call Dolores. And
well, anyway, Charlotte Hale when she's Dolores.
I'll actually look up her name while you talk.
It's Dolores.
She
her real name. Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, when Tessa Thompson's playing Dolores, she looks with her eyes, and then
because she asked
Dolores.
Dick Block McGee, Rachel Evan Wood.
Evan Rachel Wood. 3 names always confuse his ass.
You're fucking dyslexic.
Dyslexic? You can't talk. He's dyslexic.
Dicks and lexic.
Anyways, go on. What were you saying about their interview?
It doesn't really matter at this point. I liked how, and then she said when she walks, she doesn't move her arms.
Yeah, she says she doesn't move her arms, more robotic kind of.
Yeah.
Before she looks at something, she moves her eyes and then moves
I don't know why Hess didn't catch that. She also said she didn't like to cuddle.
Yeah, so then you're like, oh, should have been a host.
Sure.
That was in the extras. You should check that out.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known. I would have watched them if we were going to have a 10-minute conversation on them.
Well, we
are doing a podcast
you
on it.
You did know,
you could
and we do watch them. So
I could read your text about when you watched the episode.
And I could read the text where I said, oh, yeah, I watched everything. It was an hour and 43.
Yeah, but you didn't say Jerome did.
Well,
I told you guys weeks ago I was going to watch. Once we get to the last episode, that's when I watched the extra stuff.
Okay.
So.
Well, my bad.
Yeah.
My fuck up. I'm gonna go play Call of Duty. You guys finish this.
Next time
you didn't download it.
Next time he did that.
It's downloaded. I was playing.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, you played Warzone?
When I started this shit, he was playing too. I was waiting for both you fuckers playing Call of Duty.
Why didn't you fucking invite me, you dildo? I don't want to play by myself.
I was playing Shoot the Ship Hardpoint. But it is updated.
Can we stop this Call of Duty podcast and get back to Westworld?
Did do the tutorial, so the tutorial's out of the way.
I have no idea what the hell he said.
He I don't know. So where was I? Oh yeah, back in the past, Bernard shows up with Dolores, and we see both timelines kind of flickering back there. But in the future timeline, Dolores' dead body's on the floor, and they're trying to pressure Bernard into getting the info. They're like pushing him over and shit. And the one dude's like, he's got like 20 years and it's scrambled in his head. Come down. How's long going to take you to find out what's in there?
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
You know what's funny about that is they didn't really need to shoot that guy because he was kind of
he was pretty nice actually.
Yeah,
he looks super familiar. Is he in a bunch of other stuff?
I don't think he's in anything I've ever seen before.
Isn't he in that one video game, or does he always just look like the guy from the video game?
I thought we've been through this.
We have been through this before. I'm not even gonna look it up.
Good.
I don't even care.
Good job, Joe. Making progress, man.
But so where? Oh, yeah, the person. So then now in the past timeline, Bernard and Dolores enter the forge, and they see everything James Delos did in the park, which it gets a little creepy. He has all his fucking hosts like sat down in the middle and run off, and he shoots girls and all that.
Yeah, that's fucking like crazy.
No, that's not what he did in the past. That's what he did. Oh, you mean what he did like when they brought him back?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant when he visited.
Well, that's what when he was in the bar though. Bernard said, "Oh, this is what he did in the park though."
Yeah, but not that part. That's that.
Well, yeah, that was the part when they made him crazy. And then they get a tour by Logan, which I do love that they made the tour guy Logan.
I thought of you when he popped up, and I was like, oh yeah, Jerome fucking jerked off to this part.
I did. I was like, wait, what did he say? I'm too loud. But then, so, we hear Logan never came to the park after William took over, which was just funny. We see that, and I was like, oh yeah, they keep track of him. We could get Logan as a little host thingy. And I was like, oh, never mind. You took that away from me, assholes. They really liked it.
Because he knew he didn't want to get photocopied.
Yeah, but
he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Maybe he should have, because he's gonna overdose.
What did they say? Like, how many goddamn people they fucking scammed?
4 million?
Yeah, a lot of people.
I was like, God damn.
But then we also see
God damn.
We see the last combo ever with Logan and his dad, which is a pretty sad scene.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty, man.
Oh, you could stop doing. You could say no.
But he said though, I got clean and you didn't talk to me and all that. So he's like, well, fuck you, I'll teach you another lesson. I'll start doing future heroin again.
That'll teach me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these things
hey, what the fuck? You know, if someone tells you like, hey, get clean, then come, we'll talk, and then you do your part. And
Yeah,
then the
they
other
gotta do
person
theirs.
He got
their
clean, but
part.
he didn't stay clean. You're forgetting
Yeah,
one. It's a crucial part.
oh,
But
he
he
didn't
might
stay
have stayed clean if his fucking dad fucking followed through.
Yeah.
You're right. It's his
See,
dad's
I mean,
fault that he's a druggie.
We've had this whole
No,
conversation before.
but it was
You're always
more
on the
like,
side of
hey,
drop the kid. I always said
I did
I can
my
I can never
fucking
do
part.
that. No matter what, like what, in the year, like what if they steal from you? Blah blah all this shit. I don't think I could ever drop the person because I would like if like Logan overdosed, I'd feel completely responsible.
Well, you probably would feel responsible, but you got to let go at some point.
Nah, I think there's always a way to help people to give up.
Yeah. Dr. Macy's dad.
Well, I don't have any relationship with him. He can fuck off and do something bad.
Well, he stole his mother's fucking wedding ring and pawned it for drugs.
Yeah, but maybe if his mother would have given him a little more love when he was a child, he wouldn't be doing that.
You think she could have gave him more love? It's not like she was. She's not the problem.
You don't know. Were you there when he was a child?
I've seen her with fucking everybody else.
Yeah,
She's too much
They're
love,
fucking
maybe.
everyone
maybe.
else.
She's been fuck. Yeah, you're next.
Oh,
Her name's
Jeez.
Nana.
and while you're doing it, you can go na 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 na.
That's her real name, or is that just what she goes by?
That's her birth name,
Yeah,
Nana.
that's on her birth certificate.
Yeah, Nana.
Oh, nah. What's my name?
You're not the first person to sing that. And
Do you think anyone's ever sing that while having sex
do you know
with
what
her?
they called their grandfather?
Oh,
Boppy?
Jesus. Tchotchke?
No,
No, it's Boppy.
it's Boppy.
He was got here pretty close.
He called me one time, never met the guy, and he goes, "Hey, Nick, this is Boppy," and I was
And,
like,
and you go, no, it's not. What's your real name?
I'm like, this guy just referred to himself as Boppy. How are you supposed to take that serious?
So do you think sex
What
with...
did he
with
call you for?
I don't know. Something about someone had something from AC or something.
he's like, is your refrigerator running?
And I said, no, actually, it's in the backyard.
It's broken. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Could you
about
fix
that.
it, fucker?
But
why are you calling?
Do you think sex with them is like, oh, Nana, oh, Boppy? Just back and forth?
I mean, they did have
Boppy
3
is like
kids.
a fucking game, isn't it? Or that's Bop It.
Well, to be fair, she probably is bopping it. So, is that enough talk about Macy? What are they, her aunt and uncle, grandma and grandpa?
Aunt and uncle? What the fuck?
Even he knows it's their grandparents.
Grandparents. I don't remember.
What the fuck?
Like I said, they're not related to me. I don't keep track of who they are.
They're your step-grandparents.
You're my step-grandparent. How about that?
I wish I could fucking move out.
They're
So back
They're
to...
still around then?
kind...
Yeah.
Barely.
No. I
Barely.
mean, she,
Kinda?
barely.
How can they kinda
They're barely
be
around.
Boppy's dead.
Is he?
I think Boppy
Boppy bopped it?
I think Boppy bopped it. This is the big bopper speaking. But Nana's up fucking like she lives up by Cottonwood somewhere.
I wrote down, I don't think this matters really anymore because of other shit, but I'm guessing Dolores read Charlotte Hale's book. That's how she's so good at acting like her. But I wrote that down before. They said that she read most books, so now she just has like a, she's like, I know humanity now. I can act like anybody. But I wrote that down before.
Do you think
they kinda
she's
got
like a
into that.
speed reader?
Well, it was just weird little lines. It was just like code. So she's a
computer,
robot.
yeah.
So it's like, brrrr. I wish I could read it. I just look at a book and just get that info.
Why do they make that noise?
Well, she's a scanner. That's his fucking. That's how he's reading.
That's
Yep.
not,
That's
that's
also-
not what you're doing on my screen,
That's
pal.
also what he does. Whenever I stick my finger in his asshole, he's just like.
Thought he was fucking zerbiting buttholes.
So this is the part I want to talk about. Sizemore sacrifices himself to Maeve.
What a
before Maeve and the
sacrifice
gang.
it was.
I did like though.
Big time.
He said his speech, and it got interrupted again from season 1, the first episode when
He got a little farther.
when Hector's robbing the bank.
I mean, he's a different dude now, but he's still a
Well,
fucking...
no, it's the same guy. I mean, with a show with Dolores and stuff, you got to be a little more specific.
he's a different. He's got a different personality.
He's grown as a man.
You two are a bunch of pistols today, huh?
Yeah, calls Butch
He's-
Cassidy and the Sundance
He's
Kid.
called us Butch Pistols.
He said we're a bunch of pistols, but
you guys are Butch Pistols today.
That would be
You
a
got
good
fucking
like
cotton in your ears.
if
or
that
what?
if you were in a western though, Butch Pistol would be a good name. Hey, what's up? I'm Butch Pistol.
It's probably a John Wayne movie. It's probably one of his character names.
I'm gonna look
Got
up.
it.
If
Nah.
Butch Pistol's not taken, we got to film that.
That's just, to me.
We should make a fucking parody western.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, there's only Butch Cassidy, and there's no Butch Pistol.
because it's a stupid fucking name.
No, I think Butch Pistol is a great name. and-
Butch is dumb, and Pistol for a last name stupid.
No, it's not. And if you're in a western, it's pretty good. And then-
you're in a
what-
You
Eastern.
said you should have named him Burger.
yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, to fuck
You
with
wanna
him.
you wanna name me Burger King, but Butch Pistol's a stupid name. What the fuck does that mean?
I didn't ever say Burger King was a good name. I said I wanted to name you. There's
It's a great name. It's a
complete difference.
franchise.
You're a franchise.
I could have been.
No, you couldn't.
It could be a fucking. It could be like a new trilogy, a
But-
Western
but
trilogy.
what
It's
would-
like the Western John Wick.
What would
Butch Pistols.
What would Butch Pistol's enemy be called? Like what?
Vagina monologues?
No.
Oh. I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck?
I was
Like-
thinking the opposite of Butch.
Dr. AK-47.
No.
Oh, that's much better.
No, those are both terrible. Terrible. You
AK-47.
killed the man in black. That was so
He
bad.
said vagina monologues. Eat a dick there, fucking dickwad.
Fucking dickwad.
Okay, well we got.
I'm going back to Boston.
This is off the rails. Good thing this is the last one, so we don't have much to talk about here.
Thank God.
It's gonna take
Jesus.
2 hours to
Gravity.
get through this shit.
Yeah, I really okay. I'm
The
gonna,
first episode is 2 hours and 37 minutes.
No, it's not.
no, it's an
Sunday.
hour. It's an hour and 10 minutes on that. I have a screenshot of the site that talks about Sizemore being in season 3 somehow. Lee Sizemore is in season 3. He's dead.
Flashback.
Oh, probably. Fuck me in the
Yeah.
ass and call me your uncle.
That's how you could get Jimmy Simpson as a flashback.
Well, yeah, that part's obvious.
I don't think we're
but
getting Jimmy Simpson.
I don't
No,
think.
I know,
I
but
don't
I'm
think
just
if we
saying.
do, it's gonna be like towards the end or some big secret thing. But I got a feeling the none of him this season. Just a little, a
The
bit of a
nun are in
bummer.
there?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be in it.
Okay.
It's a bummer, but whatever.
I think they've moved on. We know who the Man in Black is.
Yeah.
There's no reveal. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
And then we've seen like the creation of the Forge, and there's really nothing else you can do like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love it. I'm down for any scenes with him, but it doesn't really. I don't think it'll add to the story much.
You
Bernard.
down with OPP?
Yeah, you know me. Bernard opens the door to the Valley Beyond. Sylvester and Felix can't see it. I like that. And everyone's like, "Oh, the door, it's open." And they're like, "What door? What fucking door are they talking about?" And he's like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
That was really good. that was just so we know. Oh, humans can't see the door.
It slightly reminded me of Hodor with his guitar
I
playing
think there
scene.
was memes of the time when they were like, "What
Was it?
door?" Then Hodor's like, "Hold the door, hold the door."
Oh, I think so.
I think
I
he-
think Hess didn't get him because he hadn't watched Game of Thrones yet.
Oh yeah.
You know what's funny? I have the Time Op app, and it was 1 year ago yesterday. I finished, like I was caught up to Game of Thrones.
Oh really?
Like I posted like all caught up with Game of Thrones. Can't wait for the new season or something.
I showed Nick. It was it wasn't a year ago because we did this in June last time for Westworld. But when we talked about episode 9 last time, that's when we announced like, oh, we're gonna do Game of Thrones next. We're gonna do it just like this show, but go all through Game of Thrones. And I was like, wow, that seems
2 a week. It's just gonna take us a little while.
yeah. He flew through that fucking
It
shit.
doesn't seem like it now. Now it seems like it took forever.
Yeah, we should definitely plan quicker through Westworld if we're gonna like. I was gonna tell you.
Don't tell me.
We either do pick another show after Westworld season 3, or we take a break from Random Ramblings and just do a bunch of replicables
Oh, I don't care.
and
Whatever.
like other shit, or just find another show quick that we want to do. Either or, potato, you know.
No, we have to figure it out right now.
Right now.
we have 10.
That's
All
why I
right,
brought it up.
Prison Break.
I'm sorry, we have 8 weeks.
Prison Break.
You
No.
picked this show,
Yeah,
fuckface.
I saw that, and I think I took a screenshot for it. It said 10 episodes in that, so I think
Let's
that
do
8
like Bold and the
episodes-
Beautiful.
Oh, that would be
The-
that would be kind of fun though. Our opinions on that, or we could do a High School Musical, the series on Disney Plus.
That's too many words.
Fucking Christ.
So yeah, Bernard opens it, and then Dolores has read most of the books now, and erases the humans from the Forge, or at least she starts to. Then Clementine shows up to make all the hosts crazy from her new upgrade.
Oh, you mean Angela?
No, I got it right this time.
Ah.
Apparently, what's funny is, on this one I remember here I wrote down Angela, and I was like, that's not Angela, stupid.
Did you really?
And I erased it and I put down the real name, but apparently I did that twice. And then Armistice kills Clementine, but all the hosts still go mad. That was kind of cool, all them fighting and all that down there.
I think they had the coronavirus,
Oh, maybe they put that inside of her.
and it just traveled.
Yeah.
That's where That's where it picks up. Season 3. They're in Wuhan, China, and the coronavirus is starting and spreading, and that's where we pick up.
Oh, maybe.
That sounds exciting.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if a show? I don't know how it would be possible, but if they made a show about current times, as current shit was going on.
Did you guys know? And I can't remember the author. It was Dean Koontz, I think, predicted
Dean Koontz.
the coronavirus and where it started and what it would be and all that shit in a book years ago.
No, but doesn't surprise
Taylor
me.
and Victoria told me about that and all this shit about it, and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy.
Who
mean, there's-
told you about it?
There's a
Taylor and her friend Victoria.
There's a movie that they just did a Replicables on. I'm sorry.
They did our podcast?
Yeah.
No shit.
Wow. Are they going to edit that one too?
Contingent.
And is that basically about that?
Yeah. It's about a virus that gets out of control.
Oh.
It's like,
Yeah,
right.
Contagion.
Does it turn people into zombies?
That's like the #1 rented movie on iTunes is The Contagion.
Yeah. Because it's what's happening.
Yeah.
People are freaking the fuck out.
So then Bernard shoots Dolores down in the forge, but doesn't, he gets back to her pretty quick.
He's very... how do I want to put this? He second guesses himself quite a bit.
Yeah, but I think his revelation at the end, which is actually the middle, will make him less like that in season 3. It was funny. I forgot that he scrambled his own brains. I was like, how is he going to be normal in season 3? I know Dolores remade him, but it's probably still the same ball,
Yeah.
But it makes sense when he remembers it all here. Then Armistice and Shogun Armistice and Hector all die trying to save Maeve. They're hunting after the host, so then Maeve can go save her daughter and her daughter's mom.
Now, Hector's in season 3, right? Because isn't he running with Maeve in Nazi Town?
Oh, is he? I didn't think he was.
It looked like Hector with a different haircut, but I could be completely wrong.
If he is, I'll clip it in here. If not, I don't know.
I could be wrong, but it looked like Hector to me.
Maybe.
I honestly didn't pay attention, I guess.
So after Dolores saves her daughter and her daughter's new mom, she uses the Force to stop the hosts so they can enter the Valley Beyond, and then she gets shot like 700 times and is dead.
Yeah, we'll never see Maeve again.
Until they had one line at the end because they know they want.
You know
her
what
in
the
season
best
3.
part about season 3 is?
What?
Maeve's daughter's not there.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good because I liked her story up until she's like, "Oh, I need my daughter. Where's my daughter?"
I was never that fond of her, but her daughter is now in the Valley Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't.
Unless they find a way
No, they.
to bring them back.
Did your power just turn out? Oh, no, you're back. Didn't it look like, because you could still see some light?
Yeah.
It looked like the power turned out.
It looked like your lamp fucking went out.
Oh.
Went out.
No, it looked like your lamp went out.
Eat a dick there, fucking Chubbs McGee.
If you would have watched the extras, Chubbs McGee, they said...
Dolores even said she sent it or no one will be able
Well,
to find it.
they say it in the show that once you go to the Valley Beyond, there's no going back.
But they said it after the show, too. They said it's
Yeah.
got to have consequences because those people lost their, mechanical body. They can't... So we don't want humans to find them.
Yeah.
So they're not coming back.
Which I can see it, like they sent it somewhere and then randomly season 5, they're like, holy shit, we found the Valley Beyond.
If we're still doing the season 5. Yeah.
We'll all be you'll be there in a fucking wheelchair going, oh, welcome to the Revelation. Because it takes them so long to make the show. You'll be like half dead.
If I talk like that, just fucking kill me.
You'll be that old. You'll be like, oh, Jerome.
You'll be like, and then they took Angela to town.
We're done with this podcast. I need you to wipe my ass.
Well, I might need you to do that now.
Okay.
These fucks are gonna call me.
All right, we can just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. They're gonna call me though. I was like giving you guys a heads up. Like,
Bernard cancels the purge, so probably only like 1 million of the humans are gone now. We don't really know how much, but some of them are gone. And then takes Peter Abernathy's brain, and a little bit later, meanwhile, inside Delos, Elsie argues with him, makes him sit and freezes, and then she confronts Charlotte Hale.
Bad move.
Big mistake on her part.
Yeah.
Charlotte Hale kills Elsie, and Bernard flashes to the future where Charlotte Hale finds the key in Dolores' head. And now back in the past, Bernard plugs into himself and tries to get Ford back. Him and Ford have a little conversation and discusses, does he want this to be the end of his story, or does he want to have his kind survive? Oh, Hef's got a call. I'm just kidding.
So just hang up.
Should I keep going since you watched the
Guys,
episode, or should I just
Josh.
wait?
I mean, he was barely paying attention the one time you talked, so...
no, thank you.
Put it like in the camera.
Yeah, Robert.
Robert. He always says Robert like he's
Wogweens.
he always says it like he's the man in
Josh.
black talking to Ford. All right, Robert. See, can you hear this through his headphones? You think?
Thank you. You have a great night.
I heard that. It sounds.
Yeah, have a great day.
Let's finish. Let's finish.
Is that what you tell Abby?
Pretty much.
I gotta play Call of Duty with Jerome and Hess. Where was I? So then Ford reveals the Charlotte Hale host he's been making since season 1 to Bernard. And Bernard remembers that he scrambled his own memories. so they wouldn't find out that he put Dolores in Hale's body, and then Dolores kills all of the soldiers.
I like that when she's
That's a really good scene. Him building the body, and then she get me.
She reminded me of, what's it, Valkyrie?
She reminded me of Dolores.
Wow.
Because, she's pretending to be Dolores.
Yeah. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't answer my question, though.
No, but yeah, it is Valkyrie and Thor.
Thank you.
Yeah, she gets when she's a little more actiony. It does seem like that.
Oh, because she's just shooting people. Why are you playing with a Sharpie? You
I'm
gonna
just
sign
holding-
something for fucking, like, some kid across the street? Hey, you want me to sign your baseball?
Just holding it.
What the fuck just
Okay.
happened?
Apparently,
I'll
my
put-
Alexa was off.
Oh, gee, I thought he just entered the Valley Beyond or something.
I know.
You have to cut that as a drop. Cut that for a drop.
Except that we all talked during it.
Yeah.
Well,
So then, then Dolores kills all the soldiers. Then Dolores kills Strand and adds Teddy to the Valley Beyond. And she goes, "I've changed my mind. People can live in that Valley Beyond now." Which I was wondering, when I guess she did. Never mind. I was gonna say, when did she have time to change her mind? But she lived all that as Hale.
Yeah, she had all the time in the world.
I did think it was weird. So like, he makes her as Hale. Clearly, kind of told her a plan, and then scrambled his memories and did all the shit. But then she waits till then to confront him, and be like, "Oh, I'm still mad at you, Bernard." Blah 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 blah. But like, they've been together for a long time now, and they made the plan earlier. Wouldn't she probably confronted him when she first woke up?
No, because she's got to go. She's got to get it has to be the right spot.
I guess so. She has to be where she has to wake up and all that. And then also, it makes it seem more weird too that like, so this has probably been a week. All this with normal Hale.
I think it's 6
and
days.
and then she dies.
kidding.
So then Stubbs and Strand and them, they find Bernard a week later. He's been sleeping on the beach for a week.
Not necessarily. Didn't they just find him in that? Like, doesn't his timeline do like a
360.
No? If they say they found him the next day, couldn't there have been like 5 days till he gets to the end?
Wait, what? Well, because when they found him on the beach, Dolores was already inside Hale.
Yeah.
So that means he's been alive for 6 days or so, however many days it's been since this event has happened.
Oh,
And
so
he-
he laid on the beach for 7 days. I thought you meant he.
No, because they did just find him that next morning. But in their mind, Strand's team just get and all them. They just get to the park. They're like, okay, we're gonna find survivors. This guy's sleeping on the beach. Has he been sleeping on this beach for a week now? Because they don't know that. Oh, he laid down here last night and scrambled his memory.
Oh yeah.
And isn't that a little weird? Like, because no one ever mentioned that because they don't want us to know this is a different timeline and all that shit of stuff.
Yeah.
But isn't that a little weird?
Yeah, kind of. But I just think they just don't know what happened because
I
it's
guess
such chaos.
technically he could have gotten a fight or something and got knocked out there at the past night.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
the Indians didn't die a week ago, right?
Yeah.
And they were like right
Yeah,
around the
I just think
corner.
I think it's more weird because he's a human. Like if he's a host, it makes sense or something. Even though he is a host, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought about that after this whole scene. So what was I with here? She adds Teddy to the Valley Beyond, sends them somewhere no one can find them, and then she kills Bernard. I remember watching this originally. I was like, what the fuck? He better not be like gone.
Gone.
But then instantly after that, we're in the past of Bernard. He's talking to Ford at the beach, and he realizes that once he deleted Ford, he deleted him for good, and he's been imagining Ford this whole time now, and he was actually making his own decisions, and then decides to scramble his memories so that way, and like no one knows all that shit. We already saw that.
Right.
But then this part I found interesting, and I don't remember this. Ford says, "Perhaps, maybe you and I will meet again one day." Do you guys think that'll actually happen?
No. And
Like,
wasn't
obviously, I don't think it'll be in season 3. I think that's a bit much having him come back that much. But like, say in season 4 or something, we found out he did have like another little boy of him or something.
wasn't he talking about like afterlife and shit? That's what he meant.
Could. But would hosts go to the same
No.
afterlife as humans? I don't think so. Dogs go to doggy heaven. They don't go to human heaven.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a counter for how many times I say something and you have no response. All you do is go, "Wow."
Okay, there's one.
That's more than
I'll
one,
count
pal.
I'll count if you want from now on.
So yeah, he does that, and then we see Bernard lay down, and he where he awakes in the beginning of the season. And then Dolores Hale, I wrote as Dolores Hale. This is before I knew she was called Dolores, so you can forgive me about that. She leaves
I
with
don't like Dolores anyways.
she leaves with 5 pearls. I feel like Dolores sounds like I'm calling her a whore. You know?
Kinda. Yeah.
Dolores, she's leaving the park now, but on her way out, she talks to Stubbs, and he says, "The old man hired me himself. It's been so many years now, I could hardly remember." Which right there, you'd be like, "Well, how old are you?" Because it could have been that many years, pal. but not knowing he's a host yet, you know?
Not to interrupt you too, but Dolores doesn't make sense because it's one first name and one last name, so it's.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, I know you didn't
come
make it
with
up. I know.
I called her Dolores Hale because that made more sense to me.
Or you could call her Dolores Abernathy.
Or
Dolores Hale is one first name and one last name too.
Yeah, but one full one and one.
Or Darlet.
No, I know, but
I like Darlet.
I mean,
Darlet or Shalores.
Shalores.
Shalores Abernathy.
Shalores. I like that actually. Shalores Abernathy.
That's what we're calling it.
Shalores?
Season 3, that's what we're calling it. Shalores Abernathy.
Shalaris Hallernathi.
We'll have to call her Berharnold
Berharnold.
because it'll be. I mean, I don't know.
They're not the same person.
Yeah, they are.
But so that he says he hired me so many years ago I could hardly remember. But he was very clear about my role and who I was supposed to be loyal to. And then he says, "I guess you can call that my core drive. I'm a host, Charlotte Hale. Do you get what I'm telling you? I'm a robot." And then
Dolores.
and then Heskin.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Go ahead, wave her through. She's fine."
Yeah, and then he goes, "I'm responsible for every host inside the park." And then he says she can go.
What did you mean by that?
That means, hey, if you leave, I'm not responsible until next season. But me and Bernard team up and we get your fucking ass.
Yeah, which.
I'm excited for that. Them doing like buddy cop together, him and Bernard.
Yeah, they're gonna go fucking arrest Marshawn Lynch.
Apparently.
That's so funny. He's in it.
He's in Kid Cudi's in it too.
Yeah, I saw.
And so is that the black lesbian chick.
Oh,
yeah,
there's only one, so I know who that is.
No,
One
she was on the
universe.
chef show. She was on the chef show. You said you watched the chef show.
She's in a lot of
She's in a
stuff.
ton of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but she
I just don't know her
you
name.
know,
No, don't
Yeah,
you know
I
she's
can't
that
think
black
of that
lesbian
stuff, right?
chick?
She's that black lesbian.
You know who that is?
eat a dick.
I
Fuck
tried to
off.
think of another
Yeah,
black
I bet she
lesbian
won't.
chick, but I couldn't think of it off the top of my head.
Oprah.
Oprah.
Winfrey?
So where was I? Oh yeah, Stubbs and Goggles are at the Man in Black's alive body.
Goggles.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's all she ever does is wear goggles and hang out.
although
she's
in
pointless in this fucking show. I don't know why she's in it.
In this episode, no
I could
goggles.
have played her role.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
he would have stood there and be like,
I think she was playing a black lesbian.
"Oh, there's two now. How am I gonna know who's who?"
I mean, she had a gun.
Sir,
And then Sylvester
Go ahead,
and Felix
Tweety.
are tasked to see what hosts are salvageable and what are not. And then they look at Maeve and they kind of look around and then they look at each other and then goes, "Hey, can you fucking get up and do it? Can you handle that?" And they're like, "Yeah."
It's almost like their story is starting over.
Yeah.
It's weird.
back to square one.
Do you think next season it'll be them waking up and like Felix is gonna be fucking with some bird
It's
again?
like, hey, boys.
Mm-hmm. I'm back.
Where's my daughter?
Mm-hmm.
No, you fucked that up, bitch.
They're like, no, we're not going after your fucking daughter again. She's gone. And he's like, what?
You know what I like too? When before they went through the Hodor, the mom looks back like, "What the fuck are you looking at?"
Yeah, and the daughter actually remembered her in the last moment that she'll ever see her actual mom. She remembered her, which is kind of funny.
And so she's probably like, "Who's this bitch?"
Yeah, that's my other mom, but forget about it. Bernard wakes up in the future in Arnold's house, and he says he can't let Dolores kill every human, and she says that they need each other, not as friends or allies. He will definitely come after her, and they will both probably die.
Yeah, you talk too fast. I didn't get to say whose house.
But their kind won't. Yeah,
This
I know,
makes
you say
no
that, you
sense
say that
to
every
me.
time. Yes, it does, because they're making more robots, more and more and more and more.
Oh, they're gonna have like sex and have little baby robots.
No, if you fucking idiot, they're gonna use that robot maker in the house that they have.
I think they should have sex and have baby robots. That'd be much
No,
better way
you
to.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's gonna put his robot penis inside of her vagina and make a baby, and she can be pregnant the whole season.
That's the twist.
Is that your theory?
That's the twist.
All right. Well, after credit scene, way in the future, the Man in Black meets host Emily and enters his fidelity test room. Lisa Joyce said that he has lived everything up to killing his daughter, to the reveal again and again and again. So my weird theory from last episode was true.
Quest that he's been on this season up through the killing of his daughter. He's repeated again and again and again.
Yeah, kind of.
So I wonder if we'll see that, because like that means they have another Dolores thingy down there.
Something I caught that I didn't catch before is like, he's like, because he. One thing about them talking is they're as vague as they can possibly fucking be half the time.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, am I in the thing?" And she's like, "Oh no, that's long gone."
Yeah,
and I didn't know what the thing was.
He meant the forge.
Yeah, but I never got that
Yeah.
before. And they're like, "No, that's long gone." And so I was like, "Oh, I get it now."
Yeah. So they actually got him in a body, and he's just redoing.
In
all
that
stuff
extras,
over
they
again.
said the hosts are testing him.
Yeah, they did say that. They said the hosts are testing him, and then in the season 3 trailer, Dolores walks up to him and says, "Welcome to the end of your game." Or end of the game.
And he's wearing that.
So which
he's
means
the man in white.
So which
at that
means
point.
he probably has his fucking like he's alive now. He's reached it, how they got to the end of the maze and all that. I bet
That, or he just never makes it past his fidelity test.
Well, she says the end of the
That'd be
no,
okay.
because after that he goes, "I'm gonna save the fucking world." So I
But that
think
could all be part of the fidelity test. James Delos was.
they would not.
How many times?
They would not do this whole storyline for him just to fail.
Yeah,
his
that
test.
seems like
That's
very
so-
bad writing.
3 seasons to go.
Like,
Went nowhere.
Episode 9, they're like, "Nope, he funked again."
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Cass goes, "Well, I guess I got no theories for it now."
Just refer back to season 8 of Game of Thrones. Bad writing.
Yeah, they're much better writers, I feel like, than the people in Game of Thrones were in the end. In this, they at least seem to care about it more.
The problem with Game of Thrones is that they had everything awesome, and then they're like, "Oh, we got to end it by now because we're going to go do Star Wars and all this other stuff. We have to end it." So then,
Yeah,
if they would have just made it
if they would have
just the way they
had
did
patience.
before, and I guarantee if we just rewatched it, we'd probably like it because we'd know everything at the end.
Probably, and we would have less expectations.
Although I'm not rewatching it.
But I think if they just had patience and made it 2 last normal seasons, they would have been fine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So I wouldn't call it bad writing.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I think it's only bad writing because some of it's rushed.
I think it's bad show producing.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to put it.
Yeah.
But I think Westworld, they care about it more because it's their original creation. Westworld, I mean, in Game of Thrones, they liked, but it wasn't theirs,
I mean,
'Cause, like Westworld, they can make
I don't
up
know
shit to it
if
as they
like
want.
liking it has anything to do with it, but
I think it does. If you don't care for something, you're not going to put as much effort into it.
I think
like
they
if we
put-
do a
I
bad
don't think
video
effort was
while
the-
I'm editing, I'm like, I don't want to put a picture here.
I don't think effort is the problem. I think it was just
I think it is, especially if you watch their interviews and see all the stuff compilation that they've it's like contradicting each other in each episode.
I just think it got a bit much for them at the end. Plus, I think they just kind of blew their load because they were under the pressure. I just don't think they could
Under
handle.
pressure. Dun, 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 dun,
Didn't
dun,
you
dun,
send some
dun,
bullshit
dun.
there in season 3 or something?
Yeah,
like a
apparently they
cameo?
have a cameo in this, so that means maybe we will get Game of Thrones World, or like a little tease to it. They'll be like, "Oh, we're making Game of Thrones World because it was so popular back in the day," or something.
Now no one wants to go to it. It's
Yeah.
like a fucking ghost town.
Do you
It's
think?
it's like Disneyland nowadays.
Do you think? Say they did do a Game of Thrones World, like we saw part of it in this season. Do you think there'll be a coffee cup there, like as a little joke?
No, I don't think they.
Cockpick?
What the fuck? Did you have cotton? in
You
your
have
ears?
cotton in your ears?
I said a coffee cup. A coffee cup.
Okay.
All right.
It sounded like you. It's the audio. I swear to God.
Yeah,
it sounded
sure
like
it
you
is.
said a cockpit.
I think it's
when,
the video.
When audio messes up too, I hear cock. So all right. So Westworld theories, babies. I'll go first because I only have a little bit of shit, and then we'll go Nick, and then grand finale Hess.
Boy.
Wow.
My first stuff I have, it's either the Teddy. I don't think so anymore after watching the whole show again. But Peter Abernathy could possibly be the person inside Charlotte Hale.
Oh,
Because she does have his ball. She did take it at the end, and she deleted the stuff, and then she grabbed it and sent their
That's
stuff
pretty
away.
interesting.
And he was the one that awoke her. It kind of makes sense for it started with him, bringing back to life in it.
you think they're going to talk
I
about
love-
Splendor?
I love my dad. Yeah, that's how Powie will know. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm looking at some of this natural splendor. Bernard's like, "Will you two fuck off?" But I think that's a big possibility. I had Teddy in there too, but I think that's way less likely that she would take him out of the Valley Beyond somehow and all that shit, or make
So
a
do you
copy
think
of him.
Angela's in one of those balls?
No, I think Angela's blown up. I don't think she could go into the. I don't think she had time or could have gone into the other forge thingy and grabbed Angela's ball.
Huh.
I think I was trying to wonder who that could be, and I really only one that made sense to me was it being Peter Abernathy or someone brand new.
But don't we have to know who 3 people are?
No. I mean, I guess there are balls, but we haven't seen any of the other bodies.
Right, and they're not going to show them to us until they have to.
Yeah, so I guess you are right. I just don't know who she would have took. I guess it could be Angela. I don't know how she would have got the ball.
I don't know how she would have got it either.
But
they
the
can
only
easily
one we
explain
know
it.
about is Charlotte Hale. So that's the only reason I wrote that down. Because you can endlessly speculate about who the other people are. Maybe it's Phil. She made Phil.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But yeah, that's what I go for that one. And then my other one I want to ask you guys is the host Man in Black the real him, or do you guys think there's possibly a human Man in Black we're still going to see in season 3? Because they have his human body there. So do you think we'll see 2 different Man in Blacks in season 3, or do you think we're only going to see the host one? Because they do have his alive body at the end of the season.
I think it's going to be the alive one.
And he's a host hybrid in that thing, or do you think it's like...
No, I don't think he's made it there yet.
You don't think we're going to see where the end credit scene led to for
Not
a while?
yet. I don't think so.
Okay, that's
or maybe
that's
we do,
interesting.
but not until later.
Okay.
But that, I mean, I don't know. What the fuck do I know? But that's what I think.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, do you have any thoughts on that, Hess?
I mean, it makes sense that there would be like the real world Man in Black, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because
they do have his body there.
it has to pick up relatively close to where it left off.
Yeah.
I
You
wonder.
would
I know
think-
they've said there is a
Well,
jump.
the
I
second
wonder.
season did
I wonder if I can see how long there's a jump. While you guys yap, but
don't
I
know.
think they
You
said
do
there's.
have a computer, so
I literally just said I'm gonna look it up, pal.
I know.
While you guys talk.
I saw that it's 2058, and then there's a camera on Maeve in season 1 that says 2052. So it couldn't be that long.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume just maybe a couple years, because we still got to have some of the human people. You'd think. All I can find is how long the episode is. No one's really saying.
They may not know for sure.
Yeah, I did see that there was a time jump, but I just don't remember. It was like an interview or something, and they mentioned it.
This said season 3 finds hosts in the real world in the 2050s.
20. Oh, and I did find that timeline that said it was
I don't know if that's accurate or
it was
not,
like 2020 something for with James Delos, wasn't it?
I don't know. I just said it's 2058
2058 right now.
in season 3.
Oh, in season 3.
Yeah. And it was 2052 when Maeve went on the train.
I clicked on that same timeline thing I found last time. Let's see if it tells me.
All right, I found this interesting. See if you guys can keep up and tell me your thoughts. Well, I guess I'm talking to you, Nick, since he's looking that up.
I can't
So
find it.
So it says Arnold builds Dolores. Dolores kills Arnold. Dolores kills herself. Ford makes Dolores. Dolores makes Bernard. Bernard kills Dolores. Bernard makes Dolores. Dolores kills Bernard. Dolores makes Dolores. Dolores makes Bernard. The story is so simple.
Yeah, isn't that is fucking crazy? That many times they kill each other and make each other. Because I didn't even think about that too. How Dolores gets out of the park and then makes a new body for Dolores and all that. Do you think she's like, I want my tits a little bigger?
And like the last half, the last half of that list was like in this episode, like the fucking finale.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might say it's simple, but it's not simple.
Oh, no, that's a joke.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
My last one I got here, I don't know any of the details because I saw like a little bit of it on Reddit, but Aaron Paul's character Caleb, there's a big theory that there's gonna be a twist and he's Dolores' son in the end of the show. And by son, they don't mean like she gave birth and got plowed. Like she created a host and sent him out there. And then now like years later, in the beginning of the season, she's gonna be teaming up with him and all this stuff. But then it'll be revealed, I'm your mother, Caleb.
Fucker.
I could see them doing something like that because it's all about like Ford had his babies and now it's kind of Dolores out there and she's gonna be making her own hosts and all that.
Yeah.
Depending on the storyline, that could either be really stupid or kind of neat.
I don't know how she would get it. Yeah, I mean, anything's possible.
Because they have all the stuff at Arnold's house to make more hosts, and I'm sure there's other shit out there too. So they could just make a new host there and be like, oh, this one's Caleb. I really like Breaking Bad. She binged it all, so made him look like Jesse, and then she shipped him out there.
Do you think he's going to say bitch?
I hope so.
I hope he doesn't.
I think he will.
Of course you do.
No, I don't. I mean, because like that's another thing. Like I'm sure that's not all he wants to be remembered as. Not that that's all he.
He
is
says he
remembered
loves
as,
saying bitch.
Yeah.
Well, who doesn't like saying bitch?
Yeah, but he says best. He's the best person. Like Samuel L. Jackson has motherfucker. He has bitch.
Oh,
And
totally.
Samuel L. Jackson even says motherfucker in Avengers.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, they cut him off because he dies. So what's your big old theory for the season?
You
Nick?
want to hear my theory?
Oh, he wrote it down in a pamphlet.
I
Nick's
did.
pulling out a pamphlet.
All right, here's my theory. I made this entirely up. I didn't look anything up. This is all...
Oh, look at cool. Yeah, I listened to you watching some videos, pal.
Yeah, and none of them helped. They all said the same shit.
Oh, okay.
right, Vincent Cassell. I hope I got his name
Who's
right.
Vincent Cassell?
The bad guy. Look him up. Make sure I got that.
Oh, is that the guy that Maeve talks to?
Yeah, he's the bad guy in Ocean's 12.
Future Logan.
Yeah.
He's like the same age.
Vincent Cassell.
I think he did something to Caleb, Aaron Paul, to keep him either like down or in jail or in like he did something to him that like something I don't know. He's like holding him back or down or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then
He could have just created the system. Like in your thing, he could have, because you know how she says like
this is
we
vague.
heard of the Solomon thing. He could have maybe created that picked Aaron Paul's job as doing this, and that's it. That's all he can do.
And Dolores sees he can do something better and be
Yeah.
better. So that's what I'm going with. So Dolores accesses information somehow to see that he's good and that can do better than that. Joins up with him to fight the system, and then he finds out about it, gets Maeve, and wants Maeve to come fight them,
Which
and
is
kill
pretty
Dolores.
vague. I'm sure he'll find out because they attack him and stuff like that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is vague. That's
But I can see some storyline going that way. Yeah.
That's what I'm going with. The thing I found interesting while I was trying to watch videos about it. So there's that scene where he walks in and they're like in an alley and she like falls for it. He's like and catches her and they're like, "Oh, I'm hurt," and that makes you seem like that's the first time he meets her.
Yeah.
And then there's the other picture where he's fucking next to her and she's in a robot suit with just her head on.
Yeah.
And so wouldn't that be like? It almost looks like he made her.
Yeah, like because he's so good at he does robots and obviously he's building buildings and this shit.
Yeah.
That maybe she does get hurt. I kind of told you this in the car. What if when they made the host, they still made him the way they have now with their flesh and all that stuff. She gets hurt from some fight. Maybe the one with Maeve happens first episode or something. Who knows? And
I kind of don't think they're gonna fight.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
But something happens and she gets hurt, and then when he rebuilds the body or whatever, he builds it like they build the old original host because they're a lot stronger and sturdier and all that.
Yeah. It would be funny if how when Maeve walks up with her little fucking sword and like.
The man in black just shoots her in the head.
Well, yeah, Dolores is holding a gun at that point.
Yeah.
So she
No,
just
but she can cut the bullets.
It'd be just like Indiana Jones. She'd be like, "Poof," and just walks away.
Oh, Evan H. Wood had diarrhea that day, so she's like, I just want to shoot him. I don't have a whole fight.
Yeah.
Isn't that the story with Harrison Ford? He had bad diarrhea, so he's like, I can't do this whole fight scene, so they just had him shoot the guy.
I don't know about the diarrhea.
I'm pretty sure that's the story for that.
I think you made up the diarrhea.
No, I didn't. I swear.
Really?
That's the story for that. And I know he gets embarrassed and doesn't like to talk about that in interviews, but I've seen multiple things about that. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. I've never heard that one before.
I mean, at this point, why would you?
I thought he just did it as like a joke, and then they kept it in.
I'm looking it up. Cass, what's your theory?
Well, I mean, obviously my other one, the one I talked about in the other video, but like I said, I did look some stuff up. You weren't in the room when me and Jerome talked about this, but this is the other one that I kind of found interesting. Basically, is that Bernard is the good host. He's trying to find the good hosts in the future that are actually trying to get the Man in Black to change his choices to prove that even an irredeemable human can get out of their loop.
Oh, so it'll be like Bernard and Stubbs, the Man in Black, all working together?
Yeah, trying to like redeem the Man in Black, like from being a douchebag. And
I would like that.
Here comes the man in black.
But he's white and a man in white.
And Bernard.
Oh, and they are the Galaxy Defenders now because they're going to be saving the galaxy from Dolores.
Maybe he'll call his brother, and then they'll have the real Men in Black.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Will Smith shows up.
Oh, my God. And they already have Charlotte Hale.
I mean, Will Smith
Charlotte
Tommy Lee
Hale
Jones.
is her character from Men in Black.
Yeah, Will Smith
Tommy
should
Lee
do that
Jones.
because his last couple movies haven't been very good.
Oh, my God. He's fucking seeing Gemini Man.
Bad Boys wasn't good.
Bad Boys was pretty shitty. Gemini Man.
I mean, it was okay, but it was by far the third best Bad Boy.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it's not. It wasn't good.
Although that was that was like Avengers Endgame compared to Gemini Man.
I saw that Ben Affleck movie,
Which one?
the basketball movie,
Oh,
The Way Back?
What is it called?
The Way Back.
Oh, okay.
I saw that someday. That was good. I liked that. It was really good.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that, and I kind of forgot about it.
It just came out last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to go see The Hunt.
Me too. That comes
That's
out this
next
Friday.
week,
I also
yeah.
want to see Bloodshot. That comes out think tomorrow.
Is it really?
I want to go see that.
I'll go see that.
Yeah. So I got 2 movies this week. We just saw Emma last night. That was pretty good. And I saw The Invisible Man the other day.
I still want to see that Seaberg.
How terrible was The Invisible Man?
No, the trailer looks awful. The movie is nothing like the trailer. There's even multiple scenes in the trailer that's not even in the movie.
Oh wow.
Me and Taylor, we thought it was gonna be real shitty because the trailer looked bad to us.
People are saying it's good, right?
But it's doing really well. They just announced they're doing a Dracula movie next because that's doing so well.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I was expecting to hate the movie, and I loved it.
I
by the
remember
end.
when the first time we saw the preview, and I was like, "Oh, that's Elizabeth Moss. That's interesting." And Jim's like, "That looks fucking horrible," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, really?"
I think so.
I didn't think so, and I hate movies like that usually.
Yeah, it looked real bad, but it was really cool. I liked their spin with everything they did with it.
That's cool. It looked interesting. Plus, I like her because she's a good actress.
She's great in it.
She's really good.
Any other things you guys want to say? We're caught up with Westworld again.
So podcast is Monday next week.
Yeah, we'll film it Monday. Comes out Tuesday for
I'm
people.
off Monday. That's cool. I can rewatch it.
Yeah,
on
we'll watch
fucking
it
Monday.
like 3 times. Take notes. We normally do stuff like this the day after the show, like the day the show airs. But for Westworld, it's a little special and kind of crazy. You like to take notes and get everything down to details and all that. I don't want to do a podcast and be like, "Oh, we missed that part," because that always happens.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it that way, like we've been doing. But I'm excited. It's back. 5 days.
Yeah, it's about time.
It's finally back. And
All right, let's do a podcast. Then we're gonna leave the podcast and go watch Saw.
Maybe we'll see. We might quit Saul for good.
Man,
It's all good, man. I'm done with
this
it.
fucking guy.
But I.
You're supposed to go. Wow.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll cut that in. Wow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below any theories you have for Westworld Season 3. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday for Westworld Season 3, Episode 1. If it's not a great episode, Nick says he'll do it naked, so look forward to that. Hey, what's up? I'm Butch Pistol.